Hi everybody. I'm just checking a few things. Hi everybody. I'm just checking a few things. Hi everybody. I'm just checking a few things. All right. Okay. It's working. All right. I see Connie and Patsy, Diana here. Okay. We'll wait one more minute. I had a little bit of a hard time getting on, so I'm wondering if other people are having a hard time too. Hi, Joanne. Okay. Well, I have the 7:03. So I guess we will get started. Welcome to our weekly class. This week is all about a technique. I'm actually going to play with a new product that is in the J&J catalog. I call that the January to June catalog. It is these stencils. I'm going to use a couple of them. You can find them in your catalog. Right here on page 86, you get a set of 6 for $10. And they kind of feel like an X-ray film. So I am going to play with a couple of those. While we're waiting for more people to get on, most of you know my name is Corrine Sandin. I've been teaching stamping and scrapbooking in the local area of Lewiston and Auburn for over 20 years. I love Stampin' Up! Products. I think they're top-notch, and it's pretty tough to beat them. I see that Cindy and Anita has joined us. Thank you, ladies, and welcome to our weekly class. So, let's get started. So, card number 1, I'm making the same cards, but different colors. So, card number 1 is this one. Let's see if I can push this up and have it still stay. I know I haven't put it, oops, I'm going too far. Let me bring it back down. It takes about 90 seconds for the computers to catch up. Alright, so this is the first card I'm making. I did use Blackberry Bliss. This is the fresh free, I never say it right, Fiesta, whatever. And the double punch that most of us have when it was a promotion last year, the double oval punches. So this one, I want to make it using another ink color, which is the polished pink. Night of Navy, and as you can see, I like to save paper, so I always punch something out, and then my layer, and of course I have some little ribbon. So for this one, since this is an all over image, I'm going to use my Stamparatus. So I have it right here. So a couple of little tips. Oops, there's my magnets. A couple of little tips is I don't want this color to bleed, so I'm going to flip this over. Is you want to put something underneath to hold your paper from sliding. You will see all kinds of different tricks and tips on different demonstrators, so you have to decide which one you like. I'm just taking a little piece of masking tape and rolling it, Putting it up at the top here. Then I'm using this beautiful flowered image. And I'm going to put it, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this is where I'm going to put it so that my magnets can hold my mask. So the reason that I put duct tape on my magnets is because, as you saw, they just flew together. It just holds them there. So you will have to attach this mask somehow, whether you use a Post-it note or whatever. I just find that putting it in my Stamparatus, it really locks it down in place. So for the coloring, I am going to use some blending brushes. I'm using the same colors on both cards. So I'm going to start off with the polished pink. So I'm just rubbing in a circular motion. I see a couple more people have joined us. Welcome, ladies. I'm just using polished pink in one of our blending brushes. I'm going to take a little bit off here. And now I'm going to start covering this whole piece of paper. It might be jiggling my camera a little bit, and I do apologize for that. I'm going to take some more. I always brush a little bit off. And as you can see, it's getting darker and darker. I'm not going to worry too much about it up here because I'm going to put Night of Navy. I just love those colors together. But in the blending part, you will see it kind of has a little bit of a purple tinge to it. So here's my Night of Navy. Let me grab another brush. Hopefully it's dry enough. I'm picking up some more ink, rubbing off, and now I'm going to come down and meet this polished pink. And I want it really dark on the edge here. Yeah. So that's what it looks like when I'm done. I'm going to slide my, you can wash these with your stamp cleaner, or you can take it to the sink, which is what I typically do, and just run it under some water. So let's assemble that card. I'll set this aside for a minute. Isn't that pretty? So this is a simple version of using the mask. I'm going to peel off my tape. And grab some of my favorite wet glue. Put it on the back here. And then I'm going to put this, some wet glue here. And I did cut this the non-traditional size. I believe it's 3 3/4. But I will have the measurements up in a few days on YouTube. I know it keeps pausing. I think it's because it can't focus. I'm not sure why. And this might be a little wet, so I'm going to use my bone folder. That's a lot of ink I have on there. And I've got to put the ribbon, so we're going to put it through. And then I'm taking a Night of Navy and a white piece this time. And the little stamp I'm using is from the Hostess set in the Celebration. It looks like I didn't bring it over to this table. So let me stamp that. Remember, this is a photopolymer, so you just need to set it on your stamp pad. You don't have to press hard. The ink will gravitate. And then just hold it on wherever you want to stamp it. There we go. Let me shut this before I make a mess. Let me get some stamping dimensionals. Pretty simple. I'm going to put this right in the middle where it crosses the two colors. I just love these masks. They're going to be so much fun to play with. This is the first time I've used them, and I can tell I'm going to use them a lot more. So now I'm going to take a couple of these in color blings. So there's that card. Pretty simple, but very pretty. You could, I'm going to have to fix that after we get off camera. You can see, you could put some more blings if you wanted to. You could use your Rinka Stella. There's a couple of options that you could do here. So who likes the Blackberry Bliss better? I sound like I'm far away? I didn't do anything different on the volume. Maybe I'm talking softer. See if I can make the volume go up a little bit. Is that any better? All right. I see Connie Richards has found me tonight. All right, so card number 2 is very pretty as well. Using a different set of masks. So this time I'm using the flower one, and it's in the leaf one, which is a separate mask. And it's one of those, I think I was saying to somebody today that was here, it's one of those right brain, left brain things. So I really have to think about what I'm doing. And I just like using my Stamparatus. Like I said, you will find other demonstrators that are doing it a little bit different. And there's no right or wrong way. This is just my preference. Okay. All right, so I'll put the little piece of tape behind it. Now we start off with this one right here that's kind of got a lot of space. Trying to get as much on this little tab as I can. I'm going to take my magnets. And I want to make sure I cover this over here so I don't accidentally add color. And you want to make sure you don't have any exposed ink. So we need to do the pink first. Polish pink. I love, 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 love pink. I'm rubbing it on my pad, starting off. I always tend to do a circular motion. Doesn't really matter which you do, it's what you do consistently. So that's it for the pink. Now I'm going to grab my Night of Navy, and I need to flip this mask. So I'm going to take off my magnets. It does take a minute or two to get the right situation. You can line it up. To me, this is the hardest part of the whole thing. I hope I did that right. Somehow it doesn't look right, but let's try it. The first couple times I did it, like I said, it's one of those right brain, left brain things. It really takes some thinking. And I don't know about you, but sometimes that just hurts my head. All right, so we've got Night of Navy. And then I'm going to show you how I put my leaves on. All right, let's see if I did it right. I'm not going to color the whole thing because I want a little bit more of the pink to show through. So that's what I did for that. Messy look. And let's see. Yep, we got the wow. Isn't that cool? I think it's just the coolest thing. So now we want to use another one. You can see all kinds of leaves here. So I want this one to be right here going off. So I'm going to put magnets. And grab my Granny Apple Green. I love this color. Pick up some ink. Now this one, it doesn't have an overlay to do it a little bit different. So I'm just going to purposely push a little harder in some areas. All right. So see how that is? So now I'm going to put one down here if I can. A twofer. I'm trying to think of we used to have something like this as kids. Those of you that are my generation, but I can't remember what it was. Does anybody here remember? What does this remind you of? And this is like coloring. It's okay to have a little white. So let's put one up here. Let's see what people are saying. I know Facebook has posted that there is an issue with people in iPads that they're working on. So if you're watching on an iPad, you can either click out or click back in. I know it's a nuisance. All right, so let's see how it looks now. Maybe one more down here. What do you think, peeps? Let's take a small one right down here. I can see you guys all having fun with this. I think it's an amazing tool. I remember back in the day when we would make templates with x-rays. If you knew somebody that worked in the hospital, they always had x-rays that they had to throw out. All right, so I'm pleased with this. Get this out of the way. Is anybody else having any problems? Besides Connie? Alright, so let's put some pop-ups behind that. Oh, good, Patsy. I'm glad you got them. I can't wait to see what you can create with them. Don't be afraid. It's only a piece of paper and ink. Those of you that sometimes don't like to try new things. All right, I'm happy that the majority of you are doing okay with this. Let's put a little bit of white baker's twine. I like to double my twine. I don't know why, but I just do. And I put it on the cheating method. So for those of you that don't know what that is, you can watch me. I'm going to take a little piece of masking tape. I'm going to start it here. Put a piece of masking tape down. Go around. Put the other piece on the other side. Attach this. I did emboss this with the beautiful painted texture 3D embossing folder. I just like that folder. And let's center that so we have a nice parameter of Night of Navy. And then I'm going to take this piece that I cut off, slide it underneath, and tie my bow. Two bunny ears. And then you can play with the bow for how big you want it. Let me grab some ribbon scissors. Cut that the length of my card. I like it to hang down. That's my style. Oh, so Cindy's okay too in California. I'm going to put some wet glue. And then this one I did not put a greed in because I can think of 6 different things I might use it for. So I will put a greed in if it needs one when the time comes. But I have a feeling I'm going to use this. I'm going to push this over just a little bit more. I have a feeling I'm going to use this as one of them that I like to write my own little note. So this one I'm going to use... I cut the backing off of this, but it comes with like 4 different colors of pearls. So this is kind of has a little blue tinge to it. All the pearls are the same size. It's in the annual catalog. I was going to look it up and I got sidetracked and didn't. That's all I can say. So let's bring these tails down. Bring that bow in just a little bit more. So there you have it, people. This is the sample. This is the sample over here. This is the one we made tonight together. So next week is going to be a fun fold week. I'm going to do what they call a Dutch door that Connie asked me to make. So I will be doing that, as well as a new accordion fold that I saw recently that was kind of cool. So, and anybody that shares this video, and please put in the comment field if you share it, I will send you a card kit from one of my Stampin' Stacks this week. I have some of these extra kits. The words won't be stamped on it because I can't do that. And of course the parts won't be together. You'll have to do it yourself. So you need to hit share and you need to write in the comment field that you shared it. I have quite a few of those kits left, so I'll be happy to send you one of those. So until then, I hope you have a great week. Stay safe, and please be kind to others. Take care now. Bye-bye.